Whenever you're ready. Yo! All right, you guys. Thank you for waiting for me. Traffic was really hectic. I just want to tell each and every one of you guys, I really appreciate everyone that waited for Miss Sistrunk to come on, baby. I'm bringing out the bells. I'm ringing all alarms today. All right, you guys. Now, I want to welcome each and every one of you guys to Intellectual Radio, Popping Off with Cheryl Sistrunk. This may be your first time viewing me here on Intellectual Radio, but you know I'm very educated. I'm a Sagittarius. I'm very outspoken. And some may say I'm a piece of work. And I think I'm all of that in a bag of chips and more. So listen, baby. What I want each and every one of you guys that is looking to do tonight is to press share. I need each and every one of you guys to press share because it's the PPP and the arrogance for me, okay? So press share, press share, press share. I will not be able to watch all of y'all comments because I'm trying to keep up with this 52 pickup that I got going. So this is what I have so far. I'm going to cover each and every bit. But remember, the name of my show today is called It's the Illegal PPP and the Arrogance for Me. Okay? Now, we're going to do a disclaimer. The views shared and expressed on this show does not reflect Intellectual Radio or Cheryl Sistrunk if I didn't say it. We all share different views, different opinions, different ideas, different thoughts, and different perspectives. And listen, I grew up in Robert Taylor. I grew up in the grime and the grit. And I'm just going to tell it how T.I. is. No chaser. No chaser. Straight how it T.I. is. Now, I've been doing Popping Off here on Intellectual Radio for 2 years. I'm very informative. I have an undeniable voice and a platform. And I'm a force to be reckoned with. Right? I highlight black entrepreneurs that are productive members of society. I'm going to update you on all the popping news of the world. And this is a popping news for the city of Chicago, Local 308. And this lovely $202,493 that they got in our names. Okay? Social injustice, economic issues. You know, so this segment today is the good, the bad, and the ugly. Okay? We're going to talk about the liars, the hypocrites, the bullies. I mean, when they belittle you and belittle the issues and harass you. We're going to talk about the colonizers and the helpers. And I'm basically just going to expose them all. Okay? Let the chips fall where they may. Fire Trey all day, Robert Taylor. Let the chips fall where they may. Now, I'm for truth, no matter who tells it. I'm for justice, no matter who it is for or who it is against. I'm a human being first and foremost. And as such, I'm for whoever and whatever benefits humanity as a whole. Okay? I'm unbiased. A wise man said to me a few days ago, the first rule of debate is to be principled in your position, right? I don't know any of the union officials. I don't know any of you guys. I've met a few of you guys in passing, spoke salutations like, hello, how you doing? Okay? And I kept it moving. So I don't know none of y'all that I'm finna speak of. So this is fair and it's unbiased, right? I'm not a supporter or a friend of unrighteousness. Okay? I'm not a supporter of unrighteousness. Now, because there are people that is still upset, you know, we're going to talk about it. Now, there was a PPP applied for, It had to be applied for in March because it was approved April 30, 2021. Armageddon Transit Union, Local 308, 11204, Southwestern Avenue, Chicago, Illinois. This is on the PPP website. So I blew it up and put it on all of the CTA websites, all of the union pages, the dysfunctional page. Everybody ought to know what they got in the dough, okay? Now, I released it Wednesday. We didn't get a reply back till Thursday. I mean, it was quiet as chickens. I mean, the chickens have come home to roost, so let's get them out. Let's get them out the barnyard and let's talk to them. Now, our president, the young man, wrote a 3-paragraph, 3 small, paragraphs. Brothers and sisters, I am happy to report to you a very positive development. But you know what, President Dixon? This letter that you wrote, for anybody that didn't see it, it's not giving what it's supposed to give. You said, see, the first paragraph just took me out. I'm from the projects, okay? I am happy to report to you a very positive development. But you didn't report it in March. You didn't report it in April. You didn't report it in June. Cheryl Sistrunk reported it. So you had to do some damage control. And your team calling you, hey, everybody hollering, we want to see your response. You ain't said nothing. We want to hear your response. Nobody has said nothing, right? But listen, young man, it ain't giving what it's supposed to give to me. I mean, y'all received $74.95 from me, so it ain't giving what it's supposed to give for me, okay? Now, speculate. Now, because I don't want to speculate, I would like to offer an olive branch to Eric Dixon, President Dixon, to come to Intellectual Radio Poppin Off and present the real side of the story. Because this letter, it does not suffice, okay? Now, tonight's class is on PPP loans. First, this loan was borrowed from the federal government, right? Second, the loan can be forgiven if documents are provided proving what the loan was used for. Third, but there's no guarantee that $202,493 of the loan will be forgiven. It's a 1% chance that it'll be forgiven if y'all got the right documentation, right? Now, if the loan is not forgiven, this is the question that everybody on all other outlets are asking. Who has to pay the loan back? Because we know it has to be paid back in full, right? Now, you do have to explain, even if you think you don't, right? Because we pay you. You must explain because you're like a lawyer to us. You represent us. I know you think that we work for you, but you work for us, okay? Now, the only person that don't have owe us an explanation when something go on is our employer. And our employer name is CTA. But you have to answer to us, right? Now, let's get to, this is a democracy, okay? This is not a dictatorship. You have been dictating what you want to do, and it's wrong. Now, you ran on a transparency ticket. This is what I want to tell all of y'all looking at Poppin Off tonight on intellectualradio.com. Any person that you see run on a transparent ticket, from now on, from this day forward, do not vote for them. Okay? Now, let's get to the questions. Because I know what y'all are thinking. The den of thieves, right? We're dealing with the den of thieves. We're dealing with arrogance, self-righteousness, and straight jackasses, right? Okay. Now, I want you guys to write these questions down because there's a Zoom that our president, Eric Dixon, is going to do tomorrow at 2. But here's some questions that can help open the door for you guys to understand. Question number 1. What basis did you have for acquiring this PPP loan? Question number 2. Who is responsible for paying this money back if the PPP loan is not forgiven. Question number 3, what employee's name did you use to say these are the employees that you paying the payroll for this PPP, right? If and when this PPP loan is not forgiven, what employees have to pay it back? Because I know it ain't me, is it? Because I didn't know you filed it. Okay. Question number 5. If this was such a worthy and notable thing to do, why didn't the bus union do it too? Anybody got a question? Got an answer to that question? 241 is 3 times bigger than the real. Maybe 4 times bigger than the real. We made what? Got 5,000, 6,000 approximate employees. They got maybe 10,000. So if the president is saying that this was a worthy and notable thing to do, why didn't the Union 241 do it too? Right? You know why? Because 241 didn't need it, and we didn't need it. Now, how was 241, as I said, who tripled the employees than the rail, retirees, were able to make their payee? How they was able to make their payroll with all their payees, and we not, and we got lesser people? I mean, listen, common sense is not a common practice, but y'all dealing with somebody that went to Jean Baptist Point, DuSable. He discovered Chicago, okay? I'm the queen of hip-hop and R&B, Robert Taylor. I represent Robert Taylor from state to the lake, from 53rd to 23rd. And these are questions that we have tonight. You must justify this, okay? 241 experienced the same hardship, but didn't need a PPP. Why did we? I wasn't out for the pandemic. Were y'all out for the pandemic? I worked through the whole entire pandemic. And them tools and fruits, that was off. Don't count for us needing $202,000, right? After being exposed, because you didn't tell it to us. You went 3 months by and didn't tell us nothing. After being exposed with the PPP that you clearly didn't need, what you going to do with the money, baby? Are you going to keep the money, right? Because y'all didn't think nobody looked on the PPP loan website, right? Okay? But who's responsible for paying it back? This is the question of the night. Is it the retirees, the ones that voted you in? Is it the members, right? Is the dues going to be raised to $200, right? And hidden as a special assessment. I mean, what y'all planning? Because I'm covering all areas tonight, right? This is the problem with all of you lovely people having faith in the fool, right? And it's the audacity for me. It's the audacity. I like you, but it's the audacity for me. Now, you know, I'm going to steal Kwame Brown little word. Y'all want some of this Robert Taylor cooking tonight? Let's cook, okay? One thing that I have noticed in watching all of the questions, we have a go along to get along game that has formed, right? The go along, get along game, they holding on to the cucumber so hard. I mean, I don't know if the man can breathe, right? But y'all hold more y'all see that word at the top? D-I-C-K than Hanes underwear. You know that? And y'all clout chasers. Y'all, I noticed that y'all run up on women and try to check women and boom, boom, boom. But baby, y'all holding on to a ginger fruit. Y'all holding on to a ginger fruit. Now, I brought out all the props tonight, you know. Y'all holding more balls than Spalding can make. Y'all holding more balls than Spalding got. Spalding can't make enough balls for all the balls y'all holding. You clout chasers. But this where we at today. Scandalous. Y'all scandalous. Now, Governor J.B. Pritzker, I know y'all got some clout with a few people, right? J.B. Pritzker, legalization without black representation, right? I ain't scared of him. Lori Lightfoot, I know y'all got some people with you. Lori Lightfoot, the mayor, she can catch the looters, can't catch the shooters, keep lying to the south side of Chicago, right? The police. I thought it was a taser. They resisting arrest. I ain't worried about them people either. We have to worry about the governor, the illegal transactions that they doing. This legalization of weed. We got to worry about the mayor lying to us, leaving our kids dead in the street. We got to watch the police and hope they know the difference between a taser and a gun with our young black men, right? Then we got to watch ComEd. We got to watch People Gas. And we got to show enough watch our landlord, right? Now, it's been discovered that we got to watch the union too, right? Local 308. Now, the key here is you do well, we do well if you do well for us, right? If you mess up, it hurts us, right? Now, I'm going to tell y'all what PPP means. Profitable plan for predators. Now, y'all turn legal to illegal, corrupt to corruption, and scandal to scandalous. This is scandalous, right? But as I said earlier in the show, we are your employers. You work for us. I know y'all done got big-headed. Y'all making $150,000 a year, you know, in the union. You're unauthorized. You're negligent. You're incompetent. You're overzealous. And y'all got to be on narcotics to pull this one. But utilization and no representation, right? Loans. We have a building loan, 11204 Southwest, that ain't been paid off. We got to worry about the building loan that ain't been paid off. The PPP loan ain't maybe going to be paid off. Y'all got to pay off your car. You got to pay off your house, your kids' bracelets. I mean, but he said he wants to hold the money to pay the payroll. What people are you trying to pay? Who are you trying to pay? Because it could be the CSAs. Are you trying to pay the CSAs? No, you ain't trying to pay the CSAs. So this loan didn't need to be got, right? Payroll, all the people that you trying to save over there at the union office, send them to unemployment. They're giving out $300 a week. That's $1,200 a month. They can make it, okay? So you need to cut it, okay? Now, you cannot argue with people and their beliefs, right? He has his clout chasers. He has his go along to get along gang, all right? But this is the key that I want you to know, President Dixon. You have to be creative with your lies, right? Had you said we're using the PPP loan to pay off the building, that maybe would have sufficed. Had you say we're using the PPP loan for something other than we holding it for payroll. Because, I mean, I'm at the bottom of the totem pole. 8 years CSA, $2.50 an hour. I mean, you didn't look for nothing for us, right? But this is a slap in the face for all you CSAs that went out there and voted for him. Because I didn't vote for him. I know his track record. I ain't a damn fool, okay? Now, they holler this is a brotherhood and sisterhood, correct? But all this criminal activity, it must be addressed. Failure to notify the members, it must be addressed. Not wanting the leadership to form, it must be addressed, right? Harassing, belittling, bullying employees that write on these union pages whose content doesn't fit your agenda by blocking and censoring them. That is wrong. Oh, this is hot because the phone fell, baby. This phone, listen, I don't know if y'all touched my phone or what, but the phone fell. Wait. I see y'all every day bullying, harassing, and belittling members that pay that $74.95 and block them off them pages because they don't fit your agenda and your censorship to them. That's wrong because y'all still getting they $74.95. They are a member, right? But you know what that make you guys? That makes you a hypocrite, right? Now, I want to give a shout out to the two people that y'all block off everything that is so intelligent to me. Eric Brasier, I tip my hat off to you. And to the lovely lady Catherine, I do not know how to pronounce your last name. And I'm not going to mess it up. You know, because I've seen a lot of young ladies tell you to shut up and different things of that nature. And it was very shocking to me, right? I know that we're dealing with elitism, right? But here we go. Somebody done told you wrong, okay? Somebody done told all y'all wrong. Sure, they may say it's some backlash and some criticism that's going to come with this, right? But y'all need to be held accountable, right? Now, you cannot defend the undefendable, right? This cannot be defended. But they're going to do a Zoom at 2 o'clock. I need all y'all to tune in for it. There needs to be a complete shakeup, all right? Remember, this is the problem that we're having. The first thing that needs to be done, we need to remove the president name as the business agent. Because Eric Dixon and all of the previous presidents' name is on the union as the business agent, they're making major decisions without our consent, okay? We need to inform all the members that is what need to be brought up in the docket or in the bylaws to change, that we want Eric Dixon's name. Anybody else's name, Mark Weems, whoever name is on them bank accounts as a business agent, we want their names removed. Now, the reason it started off that way is because Rick Harris did it. He did the HCT Trust because he was the business agent, okay? All right? Now, y'all may say, or they may say, ain't nothing they could do. Ain't nothing they could do. It's whatever. But I tell you what, there's always something you could do. There's power in the pen, paper, notarized letters, certified mail, and envelopes. Y'all may not know that, but I'm from the project. You know, we have to sue a lot of people, okay? Now, these written, notarized letters, get maybe 300 or, listen, if we can get 5,000, 7,000 people to write a complaint about the misappropriation of money, right? About the dishonest double dealing and disappearing funds, you know what will happen? The international will step in. And when they step in, they'll hold a special election and everybody that's on that seat will have to go. You know, because accountability is a great word for them to know, okay? Now, I prep myself for the havoc and the chaos that, you know. But I'm from Robert Taylor. I adapt to anything, okay? Now, I want y'all to know that I ate SpaghettiOs out of can. And I ate alga syrup on bread. And I ate Miracle Whip on some broke bread and hard bread too. So, I don't know if y'all really want to, you know, you really want to just say, you know, I don't know. You know, I don't know. But this is the key. I hold no respect to person. I don't care who you are. I want y'all to remember whether you have a BA, a MA, any doctrine that you have, you are still a nigga. Okay? And I want y'all to understand how this betrayal goes. Okay? And I want y'all to beware. Right? Because smiling faces, what did the Temptations say? Smiling faces tells lies. And I got proof. And the proof is in the pudding tonight. But wait, now I got more cards. Let's go to them. Now, the go along, get along gang, I know y'all typing, y'all ready. I know y'all friends had a popular vote. And I know that Teflon Don think he's untouchable. But there's consequences for your action. And he needs to be held accountable. But wait now. He basing his life off the handbook he learned in 2012. Right? You know what that handbook name was? Exclude, elude, and move. He learned how to exclude people, elude the membership, and move this money around. Bob Kelly, He was the vice president when Bob Kelly was here. Bob Kelly, if y'all remember when we used to go down there downtown, he didn't let them in them meetings with him. They would find out when we found out. So he pulling the handbook, exclude, elude, and move, right? He learned it from the colonizer, BK, right? Now, there's 2 bank accounts. Y'all think it's one because they only tell y'all about one, but there's 2 bank accounts. One is the union. This is the one they tell you dummies about. And one is that secret account they just come out on vacation with. I mean, the CROs, the RTOs can't even get no assistance from the union because they on vacation, right? One person I heard had Pete throwed on her. The 10-11s beat them up. But you laid up on the beach, slow dragging, to represent the people that's paying $74.95, right? But wait, this is what they teach you dummies. They tallying something for y'all, and y'all frantic that they got a receipt for you, right? They print out a receipt for you dummies. They tallying, this is what we're doing. 800,000 here, 32,000 there, and we're in the red. They lying to you dummies. But you can't tell it to Cheryl Sistrunk because 1 + 1 is 2. Okay? Remember, this is that Robert Taylor education. And the money that's inside that second account, I want y'all to remember this today. It's subject to change. That money that's in that secret account is subject to change because they steal it. Anytime you see somebody bringing in new things, they moving that money around. Okay? Now, but Cheryl Sistrunk have a new book that's being released today. I have a new book that's being released, and it's How to Catch a Thief. Okay? Chapter 1, when you get to my book, do not argue. Do not argue with the thief. Chapter 2, do not argue with their friends. Listen, they believe that they are right. Y'all get it? You can't argue with a damn fool, right? Chapter 3 of How to Catch. How to catch and stop a thief is report all suspicious activity. Chapter 4, you can't swindle me. I cannot be swindled, okay? Chapter 5, this is just a book that tells you about y'all ain't been right since Martin them was alive, okay? Chapter 5. Chapter 6 is the road to justice. And I got a little highlight 6.1 in chapter 6, pressing them white shirts back out. Chapter 7, all rise and all hail to the presiding judge, Cheryl Sistrunk. And chapter 8 is the end of the book. Sending R88 back to Harlem and Lake. It's time for you to go back to Harlem and Lake. It's time for you to do that shame walk that all the other presidents have done. Time for you to get back to your trick, baby. Okay? Send them back to Harlem and Lake. Okay? Now, there was a few people I know that's protecting the bag. Y'all protecting the bag for your boo, you know. But I told y'all, Spalders can't sell enough balls for y'all. You hold it so hard to the balls. Your clout chasers and your D-riders, right? But what are y'all holding on to? A ginger root? This ain't even making a print in the hands. This ain't making no print in the hands. Y'all holding on so hard for what? Right? But listen, the ATU, the International, would love to hear from you. Okay? The International would love to hear from you. Okay? There's their number. Just in case y'all want to screenshot it. They'll love to get some letters from you. But this is what we're going to get ready for. I want you guys to remember who you are. And that was somebody that wrote something about Cheryl Sistrunk and deleted it. But they didn't know that my whistleblowers was up 2 a.m. in the morning. I want all of you lovely delegates. I want all you lovely people sitting up high and looking down low and frowning upon us to remember who you are. Okay? So I'm going to take you guys back down memory lane. Let me get the paper because, you know, I like to have my proof so people don't say, I'm bothering these people, okay? I don't want nobody to say that ain't what I did. That's exactly what you did. Let me get the paper because you don't know I saw it. I want to thank my whistleblower for sending me the paper. Thank you. Deborah Cozy Lane, I have never met you in my life. I don't know you. We've never crossed paths. But you wrote a statement about me. You tagged it so I could see it. And I know your slogan is, Deborah, I wear many hats. This is what you tell her when you're trying to talk down to us. I wear many hats. I wear many hats up here. But the hat you got on today, you're a crash dummy. Okay? Because I remember you. You were the boo-boo girl. Do anybody remember the boo-boo girl? You were the boo-boo girl. You were power washing and scraping. Can I say S-H-I-T out them stations and throw up and vomit? You were the boo-boo girl. Right? Carrying all the garbage. I remember you. Right? I remember you. But this is the key. There's a lot more that I remember. I remember way back maybe in 2013, 2014. CSAs was probably making $13 then. And I remember Ken Franklin was the president. And Ken Franklin decided that by him taking Mark Weems off his tricks, that he wanted to make a spot for Mark Weems and give him $5,000, $125,000. I remember this when you first became president, Mr. Franklin. And I went all on Green South and with Red South, and I put out a flyer. And I said, the CSAs, they haven't even turned none of the CSAs over or made any extra funding for the CSAs. We do not need to make extra funding for Mr. Mark Weems. But it went on deaf ears. All my little flyers, because they got cousins and uncles and all of them there, y'all threw them in the garbage. And what happened? They made that second position. And look what happened. They got in the dough and sold you out for 30 pieces of silver and stabbed you in your back. I remember that. I remember you too, Miss Lane. Nobody knew who you was because you were the boo-boo girl. You were cleaning boo-boo all up on the station, the red line, right? And Ken put you on the ticket with him. We didn't know you. And you got in the door, and you slammed that door and cemented the door shut, you low down, dirty traitor. But this is the key with how this union works. You have to backstab these people in their back for you to be successful. And, you know, Ken, you seem like a nice little man. I really don't know you. I know a little of you. You're a good guy. But you trusted the wrong people. Because the two people that you brought and put and had on your coattail, them people supposed to stood with you to the end. But loyalty is an upside word for I'm getting in the best way I fit in. You get it? Now, they say they holding the money for payroll. The CSAs don't have a living wage, right? And perception is everything. And in my opinion, this is my opinion. This ain't got nothing to do with nobody else. You're a liar. You're a thief. You know, and a little birdie said to me, Cheryl, you better be careful. They know people. And you know what I said when they said that to me? And Now what? Everybody knows somebody that can get the job done. But I'm nonviolent, you know. And the only thing my hands is used for is to fix my brow, okay? I ain't doing nothing. I ain't going to do nothing. But these two fingers here, I ain't going to do nothing but these two fingers stop a whole commotion. This finger here, stop a whole commotion. This finger and this thumb, okay? So I'm nonviolent. But I do believe in the Chicago way, everybody. I learned it from Al Capone. You send one of ours to the hospital, we send 5 of yours to the morgue. I learned it from the white man. I learned violence from him. Okay? So, and I'm case-free, you know. Got no Robert Taylor cases. I'm case-free, you know. But I want y'all to know I'm one brick removed from poverty. And I've been eating noodles for 8 years. Struggling, coming to work, dealing with these customers talking crazy to you, spitting on you, you know. And I don't know which way I may react. You can get it? So I'm very educated. I don't have a background. And I'm Robert Taylor's baby, okay? So y'all have shown your true colors. Y'all think you're slick. And I don't think this is a cuss word, because this is a profanity-free show. Y'all, what Nicki Minaj say, did it on them. Y'all did it on the CSAs, you know. Bob Kelly is the one that did this CSA position and lied. And you know, the other people, you know, lied and said it was a full-time position. That's what they told the media. But you know what I know for certain? I think we have a class action lawsuit. But that's if y'all ain't scared. You get it? A scared man. A coward dies 1,000 deaths. Okay? I think we have a class action lawsuit on the strength that is in the newspaper. You know, the newspaper is a reliable source. Did y'all know that? So we have to first get this and everybody name that is on these banks as a business agent off of it. And I want y'all to stop being stupid because 308 applied, but 241 didn't. That speaks volumes to me. But I know a couple of y'all clout chasers, a couple of y'all ball holders and, you know, ginger root people is going to believe what you want to believe. Right? But it's the audacity for me. Now, they won't fight for a living wage. Because they sitting there using the slave master's handbook against their own people. And they doing no assistance and all these cutthroat tactics. And, you know, I just want to send my condolences to all the CSAs that voted for them. Because we look stupid right now. Because I didn't vote for them, but, I'm going to say we because I'm still with you guys, right? But old Bobby showed them the playbook, baby. And he did it. But I want you guys to remember to be humble. It's almost time for me to go. I like to get it short and precise. I want you guys to remember to be humble, be meek, okay? And watch what you say about people. You know? It's not about the popular vote. Because this is the vision I see. Y'all looking at right now. This is what Cheryl Sistrunk is looking at. Cheryl Sistrunk is looking at R88 is able to leave any day. He's able to retire any day right now. But what I think they was finna do, grab that PPP and run and retire maybe August 1st or something. You get it? Because, remember, there's a bank account that we see, and there's that secret bank account that we don't see. And since 241 didn't do it, you can't convince me otherwise that we should have did it. But y'all do it how y'all want to do it. Believe what y'all want to believe. Okay? But I grew up off of hot water cornbread. Okay? I grew up off of red beans and rice and peanut butter and jelly. So I understand the struggle. Okay? But this is what I want. The lady backstage. I want the lady that run that 308 page. Right? The boo-boo lady. That had me mistaken. You thought I was just a CSA, right? You didn't know I was just cold-blooded, right? But I want you to know this. Never mind. Deborah Lane, never mind who you thought I was. Okay? Never mind who you thought I was. I'm Cheryl Sistrunk. Bish. The mic is dropped. Intellectual radio, popping off with Cheryl Sistrunk. Never mind who you thought I was. I'm Cheryl Sistrunk. The mic is dropped. Y'all enjoy y'all night. Now, do it how y'all want to do it. I done laid it out like butter on the bread and Miracle Whip on top of it. I done laid it out. Now, they can come back with whichever way they going to tell it to you. But I'm from Fire Trey all day, Robert Taylor. It's only one way or the highway. Thank you for tuning in to Intellectual Radio. Next Friday, popping off with Cheryl Sistrunk. The mic is dropped. Don't let them give you them figures, baby. Them figures don't mean nothing. I'm telling y'all what we do. Pull them up off their business agent. It's that Italian. I'm telling y'all it's illegal, baby. It won't stop. Y'all hold more D's than Hanes underwear. Back up off me, shouties.